50-year-old Belinda Miller of Augusta, Georgia is behind bars and is accused of deliberately driving a vehicle into a Popeyes restaurant after biscuits were mistakenly left out of her order. At 7:45 p.m. on Saturday the 18th of February, deputies from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office responded to Popeyes at 450 Walton Way after receiving reports of an accident with potential injuries. The store manager told police that Belinda became upset when she discovered no biscuits were in her order, and that she then drove a 2011 black Toyota RAV4 into the restaurant's east entrance. The manager said that prior to the crash, the restaurant corrected the mistake and gave her the biscuits, but she still was not satisfied. The manager said that the woman threatened staff before the incident, including calling the store and threatening to drive a car into the building. One witness told deputies that she was waiting in line when Belinda told her she better hurry up and get her order because she was coming back in there. Belinda almost struck an 18-year-old employee with a vehicle when she crashed through the doors and walls into the store. She continued driving several feet into the store until her vehicle was stopped by debris. After crashing into the restaurant, Belinda fled the scene and headed south on Gordon Highway. Her SUV was later found at her home with front-end damage. On Wednesday the 22nd of February, Belinda was arrested and charged with first-degree criminal damage to property and aggravated assault. She's held at the Charles B. Webster Detention Centre on a $4,600 bond, as well as a probation hold. This isn't the first time Belinda has rammed a vehicle into a building. In May of 2020, Belinda claimed that she was upset and drunk, and twice rammed a vehicle into the side of a residential building. She drove a RAV4 into the side of an apartment building at Forest Brook Apartments on Damascus Road. The man she was arguing with tried to calm her down after she hit the building the first time. She then backed up and struck the building a second time. In 2018, Belinda pulled the wheel as a man was driving, causing him to veer off the road and into a wooded area. She was also charged with punching him as he drove. She got probation in both cases. A 17-year-old student with special needs faces charges for allegedly attacking a teacher's aide after she confiscated a portable electronic gaming device from him. The incident occurred at around 10 a.m. on Tuesday the 21st of February at Matanzas High School in Palm Beach, Florida. The student became upset and rushed at the teacher's aide, identified as 57-year-old Joan Nadich, after she took his Nintendo Switch game away from him during class. She turned around and caught a glimpse of him from behind before he shoved her, causing her to go airborne for 5 to 6 feet before hitting her head on the ground and losing consciousness. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley said, "This could have been a homicide. When you push people like that and they hit their head, you never know the outcome." The student, who's 6'7" and weighs 270 pounds, continued to attack Joan. He repeatedly stomped, kicked and punched the unconscious woman in the back and head while she was on the ground. He then spat on her and threatened to kill her. Other students and staff were able to intervene and restrain the student before deputies arrived. Joan was taken to a local hospital and released, and is believed to have broken ribs and significant bruising. Rick said, "I believe she'll be out of work for at least several weeks, if she ever plans on returning." The student, his name is not being disclosed because of his age, was charged with felony aggravated battery with bodily harm and was eventually turned over to the Department of Juvenile Justice. He also faces possible school discipline and expulsion. The student asked if he was going to jail while deputies handcuffed him inside the school. When he was told yes, he swore at them and said he didn't want to go to jail, adding that he had more important things to do before accusing them of manhandling him.